All right. Well, welcome everyone. Hi. It's Thursday night, in fact. And we're your Mythos Busters. I'm Sean. That one's Justin. That one's Ian. And loading in, Scott, you might need to turn your camera on.
Oh, yeah. Should
Is
probably do
Scott.
that.
That one.
Oh,
Scott and Doge.
Oh. Yeah. My pet Doge.
Well, welcome to the stream. Tonight we're going to talk about a few preview player cards that we've received from FFG from the Scarlet Keys Investigator expansion, right? Is that the actual name of the product?
Sounds like it.
Yep, I believe so.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm excited. Are you guys excited? So a little bit of background for you guys, just so you can peek ever so slightly behind the curtain. You don't actually get to see backstage, but if you're sitting to the side and you watch someone come on stage, you just get that tiny little peek. There's a lot going on. This is more coordination from FFG than we've gotten. We have more spoilers from FFG than we've ever gotten. We're not bringing them all to you tonight because there's a little bit of a cadence to keep things rolling up to the release date. But I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited for Scarlet Keys.
Spoiler season is here.
Yeah, and it's a true spoiler season because I think people have used that term before, but the spoilers are flying fast and furious this time around, which is great. So
yeah, it's pretty fantastic. I mean, we got to do Charlie, which would game over right there. If we had called it there and that was our spoiler for the entire cycle, I suppose it's not a cycle anymore. If that was it, we would have been great because Charlie's fantastic. But fear not, we have so many more, and we're doing 2 tonight. So boyos, perhaps let's get to the first one. Ian. Would you be so kind, as the rogue among us, to read Thieves' Kit?
I will, and I'll be very happy about it too. Thieves' Kit is a level 0 asset. It's 3 cost with the intellect icon. Item, tool, illicit traits. Uses 6 supplies. Action, spend 1 supply. Investigate. You may use agility instead of intellect for this investigation. If you succeed, gain 1 resource, and it takes up a hand slot. Well.
Is this the best clue tech Rogue has ever gotten ever?
Truly,
feels like it is.
Truly, this is Rogue's 6th sense.
Yeah, at level 0 at least. Yeah, I mean, and 6 supplies is a lot.
And the dollar return?
Yeah, which is what rogues want anyway.
He got the skull says green Milan, and they're not wrong. Different slot, I guess, but basically the same energy.
Yep.
Because it's not even you expect a rogue card to be if you succeed by 2, right? But it's not even that. Just if you pass.
If you succeed. Yep. So if you compare it against something like level 0 lockpicks, which adds your agility, so obviously your skill value is higher, but it goes away if you don't succeed by the right amount. So whereas this is just giving you a lower skill value, but you get 6 supplies and you can just keep trekking and you get resources out of it. So
yeah.
And as people are pointing out in chat, no exhaust either.
No exhaust. Yeah, I mean, I suppose because it doesn't get you more than 1 clue by itself, right?
They
always seem to have a heavier hand
it's
on
the full kit.
I'm sorry, say that again, Justin.
So thematically, it's the full kit. It's not just a tool you're using; it's the kit.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there.
And as Psychopath pointed out, still cannot handle locked doors, but
Oh,
yeah,
never ever. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, this is it's, you know what, it goes in a 30 good card deck. It is
makes the cut.
Yeah, it's just you need some clue tech, and I mean most rogues are. I mean, a lot of rogues are going to be using agility for things. So yeah,
occasionally that happens.
and I feel like this one also isn't. It's not a big bombastic card. It's just like a good card you put in your deck. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like freaking out over it. I'm just like, wow, this is a solid include for a lot of decks. So yep.
And as resident rogue, which character are you most excited to try this in first?
It's a good question. Because let's say my beloved Finn doesn't necessarily need it because still might take it to get the resources, but like when I'm thinking of the rogues we've gotten lately that are really good at investigating, like let's say Monterey Jack or Trish or Finn. But I think it would be more so the ones whose agility are obviously clearly higher than their intellect. Like someone like our old boy Skids would be interesting for this, for sure. To kind of leverage that agility. Like this is the kind of card that I was looking for in the core set, and it didn't exist, unfortunately. I was like, "Where's the card that just lets you investigate with your agility instead of your intellect?"
It's been 6 years, no biggie.
No problem.
A couple, Big Kahuna and Igotha Skulls also say Winnie, which I think is an excellent shout because
yes,
I mean all the ones you name like Finn and Trish and Monty all have access to Seeker and they're using their intellect and stuff like that. Like Winnie is stuck in Rogue, and she's
Winnie's a great shout. Yeah,
like life or what do you call them? Lockpicks or die. And so here's copy 3 and 4 of Lockpicks or however you want to see it.
Okay, so hot take, but this is also pretty good in Rex, right? Because it's a May on the agility. And you cram more into a single investigate, assuming you're getting your boost from somewhere else, which is not that hard to do. That Dunwich Splash.
So you're saying just to get that money back?
Yeah, I mean, like this is an economy card. It costs 3, and you could over the course of the game get 6 resources back off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a thought.
Interesting thought. Sean.
I don't mind this in Wendy either.
Now, what do you think about versatiling it into Roland? I'm just kidding. That was just me making a versatile joke.
People in chat were talking about versatile in Rita, which I think is a possibly not a terrible pull. Ian continues to tell me that that Rita's fine. Solo. I still would love to see him play it at some point because I have no idea how the fuck she gets clues. But this would be good if it's worth the versatile.
I love versatile, but I also hate what it does to like card evaluation and card discussion. Kind of like, I mean, like it has its place, but I mean, just the idea of versatiling anything into any deck, like even into Rita, right? Like, let's say I want to put 2 of these in here, and so now she's a 40 card deck. Well, now I've just watered that down. Yeah, like, is it actually better, right? If I see it, it is, but if it's not, then I'm just where I was before. Yeah, I don't. Man, I'm not sure.
Yeah, versatile.
I think you have to play a ton of games, try it out, and tell us how it goes.
Well, as humans, right? Like we will remember those great times that happened, or some other people remember the times that didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like
we speak empirically, but we live anecdotally.
Yes,
and that has a huge effect on how we perceive cards like this.
Yeah,
I think another
Scott's 40 card good deck.
I think another cool thing about this card is compared to, let's say, something that's letting you add your agility to intellect is you're just straight up substituting, which means you can use all those agility icons that you probably have in your deck if you're this type of investigator.
Makes a big difference.
And that helps a lot. Yep.
Because Lockpicks works the opposite way, right? Where you're still doing an intellect test.
You add your agility. Yeah.
which, you know, is not nothing by itself, but, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Perford says Jenny can simply just take it.
Substitute a 3 for 3.
Yeah, 3 for 3.
That's the big brain move right there.
Yeah. I'm 3 for 3.
Oh man. I saw a couple of people mention Safina, but then I'm also thinking like, okay, this directly competes in Safina with actual Sixth Sense. So that's interesting. I'm probably due to run a Safina build that doesn't like basically just play like a Mystic. I'm due.
Yeah. I mean, it could
It's
be like
time.
Porcanolo's Dose, right? Like
No, right.
you like this is I don't know. Clue card 1 and 2. Sixth Sense is 3 and 4. Lockpicks is 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Reaverman in chat says it's good. It's better for Jack possibly than level 0 lockpicks because he can't upgrade lockpicks. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Love it. I mean, it's like so meat and potatoes, but it's a hole.
Yeah.
It's a hole that existed and now is filled.
That's the thing. Sometimes talking about a meat and potatoes card is really difficult because it is just so like everyone's like, yeah, this is a good card, but it's not like, oh my god, call your mom good. You know, it's just
I'll call you
right?
mom.
But my mom doesn't play Arkham, so you know what I mean? Like
it's gonna be a confusing call.
Yeah, not yet, buddy. Not yet.
Oh, I got a thieves kit. Yeah. What are you doing with your life, son? Yeah.
I could use agility instead of intellect.
Yeah. Lord Batboy can finally commit watch this to an investigate test. Oh, yeah, that's fair.
That's right.
That's amazing.
All right. Well,
Right.
I'm hot swapping here, and actually, I'm not sure if this will make it show up. It didn't. Cool. I had to reset. Okay, so we had a formatting issue, and I want to make sure that this card doesn't like become misshapen. It's bigger. Here we go. Super excited for this one, particularly with Amina. Is that the new Mystic? Amina? Okay.
Yep.
Particularly having talked about Amina last time. We have El Rubash, Purifying Purpose. So this is a level 2 Mystic asset. It is 3 cost. It has a willpower and agility icons. It's an ally and a witch. You get +1 skill value while resolving a skill test on an attached asset. 1 doom on each attached asset does not count toward the agenda's doom threshold. What? And then free triggered action, exhaust L. Choose an asset in your play area with 1 or more doom on it, attach it to L, or switch it with an attached asset. And she can have 2 on her. She's got 1 health, 2 sanity, and takes up the ally slot.
Ooh.
Oh, what? Like, okay, I know it takes a charisma and, you know, presumably the experience you spend on L to do it, but the fact that you can just like bounce David Renfield onto L and then just gain an extra resource for the rest of the game, no consequence whatsoever. Okay, look, I have a problem with David Renfield. I know I could quit anytime I want, but that's where my brain goes.
In this case, that's where my brain went first too.
But holy cow, this is crazy. I mean, obviously with what Amina's doing, with her put doom on a thing to reduce its cost, just like the idea that then I'm trying to remember because we looked at the scythe and the divining rod. Is that those are the things that were previewed last time? And those get a bonus when they have doom on them, right? So like you can have the doom on them to get the bonus and then also not pay for the doom. It's like, woo.
Yeah.
And Gnarl's Apprentice asks a very good question. Do the assets still take up slots? I would say yes. My instinct is yes, because nowhere on here does it say would not take up a slot, right? Because if you compare it to like
what's her name?
Ellie, or who's the librarian one? Abigail.
Oh, yeah.
If you compare to those, they specifically say does not take up a slot.
Yeah.
Which is fine because she takes up 2 Doom slots. It's a new slot. We didn't know we had it, but it's a Doom slot now. And she's got 2 of them, which is pretty fantastic. Also, look, I just want to point out, MJ, we have a witch character with clearly a cat familiar. Your scene. I understand the vibe. I understand the vibe we're going for here. So obviously,
this reminds me when you make your playlist for Amina, make sure you have plenty of Doom Tree on there.
Good call. Yeah, this is pretty much like another signature for Amina, right? Like, this is going in every single Amina deck of all time.
No, Juffo, you're right. That might be employee art. It might be someone else.
Oh
yeah,
my
I was
goodness.
wondering that.
Simaka brings up, or Mika, you can attach the Baron on this, right?
Do you control the Baron? I suppose that he is an asset, isn't he? He's not like an enemy.
Well, choose an asset in your play area with 1 or more Doom on it.
Well, okay, this is a fantastic Marie card then.
Okay, well,
if that is how that works.
Yep. I don't know if it does or not, but even if it doesn't, this is still a good Marie card. Like, I feel like everything that benefits Amina will probably help Marie too, so she's probably going to benefit from this expansion a lot, I think.
Well, and Marie's got a good stat spread, so I'll be very interested to see what Amina can do with it with 3s across the board. I am dubious. I am dubious, my friends. I don't know. Maybe I've grown fat and spoiled on 5 willpower mystics, but the 3 scares me slightly.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, my favorite mystic has a 1, so what do I know?
You're going to have to come back down to like normal ground, like the rest of us. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So, we've talked about some of the newer cards that we think will, like, what are other, like, cards we have currently?
Okay, Jack and Zen brings up, are permanents in your play area? Yes, they are. They're also assets. So, Blood Pact. Is that the one? Put a Doom to get +3? Yeah.
So basically, your first Blood Pact is free. And then when Doom wipes, you can just swap up what assets are on L and adjust them accordingly. Like,
yeah.
Abyssal Tome. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. The +1 skill value, I feel like we've glossed over a little bit too. So it's, unlike some upgraded allies, you want to see that, like, that plus stat, whatever it happens to be. It's there. It's just very specific to whatever you're putting on her.
Oh, hey, Nick's in the chat, and he says he hasn't seen this card yet.
God damn it.
Awesome.
Nick,
there's also
listener, first-time watcher. Yeah.
Hi, Nick. There's also like the classic Arcane Initiate, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
You get a free use of Alyssa Graham to like stick something on the bottom when you peek at it. Which I often don't use that ability. I just use her to peek. But
yeah,
if you got this around,
yeah, she is Hannah Marth River Song to me.
She is.
Yes,
she doesn't move the card at all ever.
I don't know, except during the witching hour. Then it's like, fuck that. Well, okay. So I think maybe the other thing to mention here is level 2 on this ally keeps it in very good range of off-class mystics. So your Safina could take this. Your Daisy could take this. I'm out. Patrice? I don't know if Patrice looks at this. Maybe there's a Doom play Patrice out there at some point, but we'll see.
Yeah, this is not my first thought for Patrice, but
okay.
I usually go with the cats, but go ahead.
Hear me out. So since her ability, but like really what you're taking her for is the Doom like shield, right? And then the skill value is nice, both of which are passive effects. Is this a Lola card in the right build?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. Are there any non-mystic cards that play with Doom? Or are we still, is that completely purple? I feel like that's still a completely purple mechanic, right?
I think that's still all purple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. This one's spicy. This one is very different from Thieves' Kit.
Yes.
You know, like this is like, wow, what 18 different ways can I use this? And Thieves' Kit is like, I'm gonna get clues and money.
If Thieves' Kit is meat and potatoes, what meal is this, Scott?
Oh boy. I'd say all you can eat sushi, because it's just like just all these options, and you gotta pick, you know, which 7 options you're gonna use.
You gotta get the heavy cream cheese filled one at the beginning, because if you get it at the end, you will hate yourself.
Or just don't get cream cheese based sushi.
No, hey, a Philly roll is great.
I disagree. Yeah,
I love a Philly roll.
Oh, we know who's not from America.
Yeah.
From the Midwest, we put cheese on fucking everything, bro.
Excuse me, who won the sushi contest this year? Just saying.
Did anyone really win?
Probably because you didn't have cream cheese.
No, everyone lost. Yeah.
I think half my rolls were cream cheese based.
Yeah. I think I'm still peeing out the salt from that meal.
Oh, hey, Lord Bad Boy pointed out that Prophesy becomes a marginally more playable when this is going on, because it doesn't count toward the threshold, but that Doom is still in play.
Yeah.
So suddenly but that only gets to 3 wilds though, right?
Yeah.
Meh, Promise of Power. Sorry. It eclipses it entirely.
Every time I think of Prophesy, I think of the article that Brian wrote. It's like the Mystic player keeps on piling on Doom, and it's like, with this extra wild icon, there's nothing we can't do. It's one of those satire ones. If anyone out there, if you haven't went to rightofseeking.com, it's
do
Brian does
like
all these articles. Yeah. It's like The Onion, but for Arkham. And sometimes he writes some like amazing, like absolutely brilliant strategic articles too. But his satire is just off the hook.
It just is so well plugged into the community, and like a day after like a discussion has happened, it just has the pulse. It's so good.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah, like his one. I didn't get a preview card, but I have this stock photo of Yarn. I don't know why that makes me laugh so hard.
Did he get one this time?
No.
Oh no!
But he has a stock photo of Yarn.
Should we bring Brian on for the next one?
Oh, probably. We should probably bring him on.
It's a treasure of the community. If you
really
haven't
is.
checked out Right of Seeking yet, do so.
Yeah. Oh, I you know what? Honestly, I can't wait to hear his take on L, because I feel like he finds weird edge cases and will build a deck archetype around it and break something. Maybe not break something, but he's good at finding those like weird combinations of a couple cards and then fleshing out the entirety of the deck. So
yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to be fun in the coming days regardless, because I'm sure that we're going to get more and more that plays in with this. And at some point, like, we haven't seen Amina's deck building rules yet. Like, surely they're weird. Surely. So,
pretty likely.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very interesting thing.
Mystic 0 to 1 and 3 to 5.
Just can't take L.
Just throw
no card named L.
Fantastic. Well, so that's what we have so far. Tune in and follow us first if you haven't already. But tune in, because we've got more coming in the coming weeks. As FFG has kind of allowed these to roll out. Go check out your other content producers. I know Frank from Drawn to the Flame compiled all of the spoiler plans that the community has, which was fantastic. So that's out on, where is that? That's Reddit, and we have it in our Discord somewhere.
So it's a little bit of everywhere, and then we're actually working with him to get a combined post of his calendar and then all of the card number, all the other stuff, and so it can get pinned on Reddit and be right there. We've got it in Discord. He put it on Twitter. After it's on Reddit, Scott's going to share it on Facebook. So by tomorrow-ish, if you haven't seen it already, it'll be everywhere even more.
Yeah. So fun times with spoiler season. More to come. And I would cordially invite all of you to join us in our Discord as we move there now. Scott has graciously linked our Discord, and we're going to go ahead and record the next episode of Mythos Busters podcast, where we're going to be talking about the first few scenarios in the Edge of the Earth campaign, among other things. So thank you for joining us on this Twitchcast. We'll catch you next time, and see you in the Discord.